How much will the Niners pay Deebo Samuel? What is his contract gonna be?
I would think it's like our receiver is going for like 25 a year now.
Yep. Amari Cooper signed a 5-year, $100 million contract. I would take nothing less than that if I were Deebo Samuel agent. 5 years, $100 million. That's where you start. And if you want to make it a little bit more team friendly, then you got to put a 60-year on it.
Well, he was asked about his re-signing or his extension. He said it's out of his hands. I mean,
Right. Yeah, like that's a question for my agent.
Yeah. So that doesn't sound like team friendly. Like I'm gonna take a little as like he wants his bag, and if and he deserves it, right?
Yeah.
He deserves it. I'm not the type of guy that's gonna sit here and tell you that a guy should take less. That's his career. That's his business decision, and if he wants to get every ounce of dollar, then he should.
25 million a year.
Yeah.
25 million a year. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of
And
money.
I've taken a lot of heat on the
That's
show.
quarterback money.
I've taken a lot of heat on the show when I've said they should look to trade Deebo Samuel. He's
25. He misses time. He is not worth it. He plays a very look. They got to re-sign him, but damn, that's expensive, and that's all the more reason to have a cheap quarterback because you can start making splurgy, signings that really aren't irresponsible signings, pretty much, which is what that is, which is what Trent Williams was. Yeah, they're great players, but you're paying through the nose. Sure, you can do that with Trey on the team. You can do that for now. But damn, just so fans know, 25 million a year is the going rate for wide receivers. For running backs, it's 16 million a year. The Niners could try to get tricky and be like, you're half and half. We're going to split the difference at 20 million a year.
He's not going to go for that.
Deebo, don't go for that.
He's not going to. He's not going to.
No.
Well, the other part of the
100 million. 100 mil. 100 mil. 100 mil.
The other part of the Deebo extension that's going to play a factor in is they have another guy they have to re-sign that is in the same
Joey?
And plays a premium position that's you're gonna have to pay even more.
Hold on, can we talk real quick about what Nick Bosa is gonna get? Hold on, highest paid defensive ends. Hold on, let me just get this real quick. Average. This is great. Oh, here we go. Average. What? That's it? Myles Garrett? Where you at? Where's everyone? Where's Joey Bosa? I don't see it. Hold on. They call him an outside linebacker?
It should be edge, right? Don't
edge. There you go. Update. This is the best. Okay, Joey Bosa's at 27 million a year right now. Okay. Wow. So TJ Watt's at 28. Wow. Okay, so Deebo's gonna get 25 and Bosa's gonna get 29. 30. Great. Well, you better clear some money off the books. Damn, that's a lot of money. So you're gonna have like 4 dudes. Bosa's making quarterback money at 30 million. Trent Williams making quarterback money at 27. Deebo's making quarterback money at 25, and Armstead's making quarterback money at 20. Wow. Thank goodness for Trey Lance. Jimmy can't be on this team next year. That's why Jimmy can't be here. It's financial. Why is Trey Lance ready to take over? Because Jimmy's too expensive now. Because Deebo's up for an extension, and that's the answer. Would you re-sign Raheem? Depends on the state of his knees. Seems like his knees been messed up for a while. But yeah, if his knee's good, what do you think? Yeah. Jimmy Ward with Tavarius Moore. I forgot about Tavarius Moore. I wouldn't count on Tavarius Moore.
Yeah, he wasn't a difference maker the previous years. I mean, he is an all right backup, but he's not a guy I think you want counting as a starter.
Cordell Patterson to take pressure off Deebo. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to have 2 players like Deebo. That way you could sort of like never know which dude's going to be the running back on a given play. Probably
and you could have a kick returner you can trust.
Do you think Jalen Hurd is going to have a comeback? Him and Joe Williams. DR is a first.
USFL, maybe.
Maybe DR is a first-rate head coach, not a second choice. Minnesota wants Jim Harbaugh, but if he declines, then it's DR. DR demurred because he's wise. If he went to Minnesota, he'd be walking in as a scapegoat. Flores and Cully being colored makes DR susceptible. Fair, but again, he's not walking into a situation that's bound for failure. It's a good team, and even if they wanted Jim Harbaugh because he's an established head coach and you're the second choice, who cares how you get the job? You get a good job,
Position coach as well.
I don't know.
Right?
I hear you, William, but I just think it's interesting. He didn't pass up Houston, he passed up Minnesota, and I'm curious to see when he does become a head coach because I think he's right now the most qualified dude on the market. I do. Is he going to get a better job than that? I hope he does. That's a good job, I think. It's a good organization. Niners replace head coach with D-line coach. Ha, 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 ha. So you can have – they've done that before. They've done that. They tried that. Apparently, Niners and Jimmy Garoppolo are looking for trade partners, and Jimmy Garoppolo also said his farewell to the media. FYI, I'm sure you know already, trade time. Yep, I was there. It's true. He did it. It's a true story. Can you explain why we get a third for a black coach, please? It's a new rule.
It's not a black
coach of color.
Yeah. Or coach of
Saleh.
Not white. If not you're white. Not white.
Niners got one for Saleh. They got one for Martin Mayhew leaving. If you lose a coordinator, coach, or executive who's not white, you get a third-round pick. And the league is trying to promote teams to promote minority coaches and executives, which is what everyone wants. So that's why. Because all their incentive programs haven't worked, really. What's the rule? The Rooney Rule? That doesn't work. Yeah. So they're trying to get things that actually work. Brian Flores suing NFL for racism. Schefter. Oh, well, good for him. Is he not getting any looks right now? He won 8 of his last 9. It's kind of strange that he got fired. But he lost like 8 of his first 9.
Yeah, I thought that Miami would be like a major player for Harbaugh or something like that, but guess not.
They decided against starting Lance. LOL. Yeah, it's still sinking into the fan base. Just in, Niners and Jimmy Garoppolo reps working on a trade. Yeah. Oh, has that been reported? Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, he pretty much said that.
He said it in
said that. It's hard to work. They've been playing together for so long. They have a good chemistry, and they're both good. Also, Verrett's going to be back next season for Red. Sure.
I mean,
give him the league minimum with non-guaranteed.
Right. I think going in, the Niners are penciling in Ambry Thomas as a starter, and then whoever else is just going to be a backup.
They need a better nickel back because they can't cover Cooper Kupp, and that team is sort of in their way.
Yeah,
so
and
we need a nickel.
Right, and I love K'Wan Williams, and he does a great job in the short passing game, and the run game. He knows his run fits, and he can do some things, but ideally you'd want someone with a little bit more better physical traits, so that they can hang with a guy like Cooper Kupp one-on-one. What happened with the guy the previous season that subbed in for him that did nice? I think it was Taylor. Did he get a season-ending injury this year?
Taylor? Who's Taylor?
Was it Taylor? I'm trying to remember the guy. He came over here from Seattle. It was in 2020.
I forget. I think he tore his ACL.
Yeah,
he's done. They got to draft a guy. They got to get someone good, not off the scratch heap. Someone who can actually match up with the best. Brian Flores suing NFL for discrimination on hiring process. Good for him. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that. If Niners want to treat Deebo like a running back, he'd better get as much as he can as a wide receiver with injury protection if possible. $25 million a year.
Yeah, he's not going to take a running back contract.
If we lose Deebo, I'm driving on the wrong side of the freeway. Don't do that. Don't put other people's lives at risk.
Here's the thing. Deebo is not a free agent this year. He's got a. You're right. So
him. And they could tag him after that. So the Niners can play hardball with him. They did question his conditioning before this year. But it's very interesting to see how this plays out.